I know when they hating is instinct.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yellow. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yellow. 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to throw. Johnson. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. 65. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up
person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chandler Jones in there to drop him. It sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
70 Rangers.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Johnson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They got a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Johnson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
This returnable for Bird.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And down to the 41. The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
down the left sideline.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
We're scoreless after one. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. First and goal from just inside the 5. As they've got it as we resume action.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Watch right.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Johnson, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now it's Bird on the return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll swing this out to Tony. So the completion good for 6 yards.